All right, everybody. It is 9 o'clock, November 23rd on a Monday. So I just want to thank everyone who made it onto this webinar. But this is something that we're all passionate about. And the reason why you were invited is to take a look at an opportunity that could potentially change your life. And so my name is Quinn. I've been involved with the company that we're introducing you today for about 2 years. And I'm extremely grateful to be here. There's so many things that I've learned along the way, and we are just passing information forward. So my story really quickly is that I was working at a hotel for 4 years total. After a year working there, I got promoted from being a front desk to a front desk supervisor. And I learned a lot. I enjoyed it. I met so many great people. And I was learning and I was expanding my skill sets. And it got to a point where I felt like I completely plateaued. I wasn't moving or growing anymore. So some of you might be able to relate to that. And I was searching for another opportunity to expand my skill sets and really find out what is it that I'm truly meant to do. I knew that the hotel industry wasn't going to be my career move, so I was on a searching mode. So really funny thing happened. A new position opened up and I immediately got excited. I figured, oh, great. I'm still with the company and this is my chance to learn something new with a different position. They gave me the interview, sat me down, and basically said I was so great. They loved what I was doing at the front desk, being a supervisor, that they said that the best move for me was to just stay there. So that aggravated me deep down inside because I felt like I did so much for the company and I knew I wasn't getting paid my worth. I'm sure some of you feel that way. You know, no matter how hard I worked, it was getting the same paycheck amount, and it just was really aggravating. I had no control of my schedule, even though I was a supervisor. And there were times when I think we've all been there when we just needed a day off, or we had to bug our supervisors for a day off to make it to a birthday. I was working late hours, so that was always in conflict. But anyways, fast forward, a friend of mine shared something with me that completely expanded my mind, and I never thought someone like me can achieve great success and actually have a way to reach all my goals that I wanted. So we're here to just share our story, our purpose, and our discovery. So really quickly, in our time right now, we're entering in the most entrepreneurial time because of social media and because of technology. Look at Facebook and Instagram. We're so connected, and I'm sure that you're seeing a lot of different businesses expanding and connecting, and we're just at a different time period now. Everything is almost online. Look at YouTube. People that are making money on YouTube, even there's some full-time YouTubers, and there's Lyft and Uber where people are able to become taxi drivers with their own car, and you can call these services by just downloading an app, and they come in within like 3 to 5 minutes. It's amazing. They're completely taking over the yellow cab industry. And then Airbnb, people are offering their homes for people to stay over like a hotel. So people are searching different ways to make an income. What they're making at their jobs is not enough, so people are looking, and they're realizing that they're using technology, online services or apps to make more money. So we're here to show you different ways about that. So this is the different ways of income that we are currently making in the world. Let's talk about this side. This side is where 95% of the population is on, controlling 5% of the wealth, and this is called linear income, where if you're an employee or self-employed, you're trading your time for money. So meaning for an employee, for an example, you have to show up to work. You must clock in to get paid. 100% of your efforts equals to the amount of money that you're making. If you're sick, if you want to take some time off, if there's a family emergency, when you don't show up, the paychecks stop. So that is linear income. And some employees, they want to be their own boss, so they open up a small business for themselves. But then again, 100% of you have to put in a lot more time to make money. And with your own business, it's not like you can just step away and still have money flowing in. Or imagine taking a break away from your small business. The management is not just going to run the same without you there. So that's why it says you're literally your small business actually ends up owning you, because you have to be there all the time. So then if 9% of the population is on this side, where's the other 5%? They're over here. This is the residual side, where you're able to plug into a system, work it out for 2 to 5 years, and you can actually step away and money is still flowing in your absence. This side, I forgot to mention, you're working averagely, this side is you're working 40 to 50 years, and then you so-called retire. And I want to talk about that really quickly. The older generation, after when they're retired, they are still looking to make more money. There's something wrong with that. That should be a red flag. And most of people who've retired, they're not able to live life limitlessly. So my definition, knowing what I know today, if I'm going to retire, I dedicated years of working, I should be able to do whatever I want with whoever I want, whenever I want. That's my definition of retirement. So on this side, to make the residual income, working 2 to 5 years, you can become a big business owner where you own a system like a franchise, and you have people in a system that's making money for you. So that's why you will never see the big business owner, the CEO, at a Chipotle, McDonald's, or a Starbucks. They're out there on vacation, playing golf. So after, when they're able to step away from this, money is still flowing in when they're sleeping, when they're on vacation, when they're sick. Even when they pass away, this money is able to pass down generations to generations. So think about that. And once you become a big business owner, you actually have money to become an investor, to invest money to make more money for yourself. So which side would you rather be on? That is the question. And that's why we're here, because of course we want to be on this side. But then again, to open a franchise, it's anywhere from $500,000 to over $1 million. Where can we have that kind of income? How long, actually, if we want it, and if we're an employee or a self-employed person, how long would it take for us to work to make that kind of income to even start? And then to become an investor, only about 4% of the world has enough money to actually be an investor. So then that's where the bridge comes in, and that is network marketing. So when I mention network marketing, there are people who have no idea what it's about, or they've had a bad experience being exposed to it, or they've had an experience being in a network marketing company and not receiving the kind of success that they wanted from it. Or there's someone like me who I saw network marketing, and I saw that there was a lot of positive, motivated people in the company, because working at the hotel, there was a lot of companies coming in and out, renting our rooms. And I just was never intrigued, or I never thought it was actually a serious profession, and that you can make you can make residual income. I didn't really know much about it. And honestly, I just based on their products. If their products wasn't something that resonated with me, and I didn't see that it was a big importance to have, I just turned my cheek away. So I'm here to tell you that network marketing is a serious profession, and we're here to become professional network marketers, meaning you're building relationships and you're creating a network for yourself. You're creating a global distribution network for yourself, and that allows you to make residual income. And it's a way to invest a small sum of money to become a big business owner. This is where, we can have that time freedom to make residual income. And this is where this is the only industry that has created the most self-made millionaires, by the way. So with that said, there's 182 billion annual global revenues in the network marketing industry. There's 200 million in commissions each day. So what does that show you? And there's many, many people all over that. It just shows you that, companies like this, big companies like this, they're doing something correctly. There are people making money. And who are they? some people say, oh, it's the people who are in the top or making, or in the beginning. So with that, look at how much these companies are worth, regardless of what we experience or what we think of them, they're doing something right. And who are they? So let me ask you a question. Knowing how much these companies are worth, if you had the opportunity to be in the top 5 or 10% of these companies, would you do it? And the answer should be yes, because that would position you in a place where it leaves 90 to 95% of the company starting from your efforts. The whole 95% of the market is wide open for you to capture. So I'm not saying you can make money anytime in this growth period of these companies, but to position you in the best position, you would be in the front, hands down. So what does that show you? There's a lot of companies out there. So how do you recognize when you're looking at a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? What are some key factors for you to look for? So let's talk about this. I've already talked about timing, and we'll touch on that a little later. We're here to compare if LifeInch, the company that we have partnered up with, fits into this pie chart. And next thing, people would usually say product, right? What is your product? What is it that you have? But what if, no matter how great of this of the product, what if you're not being compensated fairly for it? For an example, if we had a product that can make the blind see, for an example, that's a great product, right? Wouldn't you be in if we had that? I was here today telling you that we had a product that can make the blind see. But then you're not compensated at all, or let's just say it was a penny for each product that goes out of your business. You get a penny for each product that goes out. Is that even worth it? So you can see that the comp plan is actually a major second component in looking at an opportunity. And then you can look at product, and this product needs to be something unique, consumable. It needs to match the trends. You don't want to be involved in a fad, something that just comes and goes. You want to be in front of something that's going to last for a very long time. And demographic wise, who can use your products? Is it only limited to people who want makeup or who want to lose weight? You want this to be available for every single person on this planet. And the retention rate is also important because, let's just say we were here selling cars. People buy a car, they're not going to come back in the very next month to buy another car. You want something that's being purchased over and over again. You want reorders so that your business is running in a very lucrative way. Okay, so those are the components. Makes sense, right? So let's put this to the test. So first thing I'm going to do is actually introduce you all to our product, because this is a technology that's never been done before, and it puts the standard, it sets the bar for all network marketing companies. There's been never anything like this in network marketing or even out there in regardless of the industry. So I'm going to show that. It's a 6-minute clip. ABC came in 10 years ago to investigate a product called Protandem that can reduce something called oxidative stress. So look out for that word when they talk about it, and look out how you can benefit from it and how other people can benefit from it, not just you. And look at it from a business opportunity. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play that.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Dr. McCord, okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And as decades of experiments, they have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company. They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress. We all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful. So, doctor, how often do I take these? And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. Doesn't taste bad. It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me? But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed. Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses. It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks, even mental disease. Yes, depression, Alzheimer's disease, depression. But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it. The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety. For more, go to our website at abcnews.com.
All right, so that was 10 years ago. And so what did we just see? We saw John Quinones, a world-winning journalist, coming in to investigate a condition called oxidative stress, and they took his blood out, and after 2 weeks later, the results was that his oxidative stress levels lowered by 40%. 45% actually in just 2 weeks. So I'm actually going to skip this updated clip on this webinar, but I just want to go straight into what exactly it is that you saw. So they talked about oxidative stress, the main cause of why we age, malfunction, and have disease. So where does that start from? He talks about eating. So when we eat, just from eating and our bodies breaking down our foods, it's already creating free radicals. And what about the air that we breathe? So it's from eating and breathing air. Who does that? You have oxidative stress. So our market is everybody. And so at this part, I need everyone to put on their entrepreneur hats, because this is some life-changing information here, because what we've known to fight off these free radicals is to consume antioxidants. So every outside antioxidant that we consume, like a blueberry juice, fruit, and anything that has antioxidants, it's only taking care of it one at a time. One antioxidant eliminating one free radical, okay? And that's a $36 billion industry. So what you just saw was an NRF2 activator. So instead of taking antioxidants, working on this level, you can actually take this. It will activate your body's own body to produce its own antioxidants, which is killing off 1 million free radicals every second per second. So that is how it's able to reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. Okay? New technology, old technology. This is like Blockbuster, and we're talking about Netflix here. There's never been a way to do this. We are the first NRF2 activator, and we have over 26 universities, so you can find that on here. Google Scholar, it filters out all the opinions and blogs that you might find on Google, which is more popular, and Google Scholar allows you to find scholarly research. And again, over 26 universities saw that clip, and they've been taking in their own money, millions of dollars, to study this, and now it's validated. So the proof has already been done. And also, on an opportunity standpoint, if people are learning about this, what's going to happen here? Okay, so this is where the opportunity is for you to position yourself in front of this new technology in the health world. And not only that, we have NRF2 for your skin and also for your pets. People started giving Protandim to their pets. So we're entering multi-billion-dollar industries with this one technology. And it's patented, by the way. There's 8 patents. Actually, there's 11 now. I'll show that clip later on. There is 8 patents, US patents, and 6 international patents. So no competition. No one can copy us, and we're the only ones. And then there's NRF2 in a drink form, which actually stimulates your own brain, all right, your own body, to have mental clarity, mental focus, and natural energy. Huge, 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 huge. So that's what I'm going to say about the product. I'm going to move on. So at that pie chart, the retention rate, each product lasts for about a month. So this is going to be consumed over and over and over again. Demographics, anyone, any mammal. So you saw that anything that breathes and eats, that's our market. And as far as trends, we are pioneering a completely new technology in the health industry, which is going to be the next $1 trillion industry, according to a guy named Paul Zane-Pilzer. Look him up. He's a world economist. He has a book talking about the next trillion, and that's going to be where 10 million new millionaires will emerge. And that's from the next big trend of that's going to be $1 trillion industry, and from network marketing. Okay, so timing. Let's check off timing. Where are we on this timing curve? Any company goes through this. They go through a formulation and pioneering stage where they're trying to figure some things out, and then it hits a stage called momentum. it hits a point where it's called critical mass, and it shoots off into momentum where 80% of the revenues is produced in that company. This is when branding starts. This is when you start to recognize, if I was to draw out a yellow M, you know it's McDonald's. Okay, this is when people are gravitating to and they want what you have, and then it stabilizes and then it grows 2 to 5%. And this is where you find Herbalife, Mary Kay, Amway, Starbucks, Apple, Nike, everything that is branded right now. And let's put this in some perspective. If Herbalife, they actually have over 2 million distributors, but let's just take 2 million. What would be the top here? Let's say 10%. Is that pretty fair? So meaning there's only 10% of that is 200,000 distributors, meaning there's 90% of the market still wide open who don't know what Herbalife is. Okay, so where's LifeVantage? We have 70,000 distributors only worldwide. We are in 8 countries. So that actually puts us in the top 3. So are you looking at a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? We can definitely check off timing, because let's have some vision here. If Herbalife is a $7 billion company, and what do they have? They have weight loss. They have antioxidants, right? Why would people take when now they can make antioxidants with activating something called NRF2 inside your bodies? So if you have vision, you can see that we're definitely going to be a $1 billion company. Because I've been here, I know that's going to be way more over that because of the categories that we're going into. So that means if we're a $200 company, $1 million company right now, and then we haven't reached our first billion yet, that means there's 800 million. There's a market of $800 million that hasn't been reached yet. That's the opportunity for you to grab. And so I want to explain something really quick. We used to be in retail stores, and it switched to network marketing in 2009. So we weren't supposed to be a network marketing company. It was a biotech company that immediately put this in retail stores like GNC and such, but it wasn't working. When people saw the ABC clip, sales went through the roof, but then it went back down because people saw it and then forgot about it. And you'll see some clips on YouTube. We were featured on a couple other major news channels. But then again, Protandim was being sold out of each store, 1 bottle every other month. So you can see that in this network marketing distribution, it's working because we went from $3 million to $208 million. Okay, so we're only 6 years old as a network marketing company. Checking off timing for sure. Okay, to even touch critical mass, according to the Direct Selling Association, they overlook all network marketing companies. You have to at least have that much to even dip your toe in critical mass. Whew, timing is probably the most important thing. That's why if there was some urgency of your friend or family member urging you to take a look at this, is because of the timing. This is what's possible for you because we're on the NASDAQ, meaning you can purchase stocks. We are a publicly traded company, so everything is transparent. Anything the company is doing is released out online, which I love, versus a privately held company. You don't know what's going on at all. So we're able to show people what people are making. So let's look at the average monthly income, and this is what people are making residually. And we have from Pro 1 all the way to Pro 10. And there's some fancy numbers down here. And you're wondering, how in the world is that possible for me? Well, we have trainings. And in our trainings, and once you check out the community, when we have our events locally, you can see that it's all about helping one another get to where we're at. And we're learning from those people who got results. And you're going to meet people from all kinds of backgrounds. Network marketing truly meets you with where you're at. Doesn't matter what your background is. Doesn't matter if you went to college or didn't go to college. Doesn't matter if you're had experience or not experience. It welcomes everybody. Actually, a lot of people that I know, they've never done network marketing, or they were never open to network marketing until they met LifeVantage. Okay, so which of these numbers would make a tremendous, huge impact in your life? And my next question is, would you invest $7 a day to learn how to get to that number? And the answer is yes, right? Who spent $7 today? Did it go to your stomach or your financial future? So that's the system that we have. Each business has an overhead. Our overhead is consuming $200 worth of product. So I'm going to show you this chart here. So all we're teaching people to do is to become a consumer that gets paid. So if you're currently drinking anything for energy, or giving your dog any kind of supplement, or applying any kind of face wash or skincare, or consuming a certain antioxidant, well, guess what? We have NRF2 now that works on a much efficient rate, and you're just replacing what you were already taking into a better technology and to be compensated for. So that is what we are teaching, and these are the 3 different ways to get involved. The only difference with these packages is the higher, the more product that you're going to receive and business tools, and the work is going to be the same. So my question to you is, if the work is going to be the same, would you rather get paid more or less? As you expand and as you franchise off and find more business partners, for each partner you bring on, would you like to get paid $125 or $500? So of course the best value is this $1,200 package, and you come in as a Pro 1. The first rank is to have $1,000 worth of product that's in your organization. Okay, I just want to add that in there. You can quickly rank up by building with this platinum package. All right, so I'm not going to go too much into compensation. This is just a webinar. Get back with the person who invited you here today to get more information on the compensation plan. But with all of these packages, you do get a website that can take your business globally. And the most important thing you get with this is a team. We do everything together. You actually will fail if you do it by yourself. So we work together as a team. Our team is just amazing. We inspire each other, and I can tell you there were days when I wasn't feeling my best, and life still happens. We go through our bad days, and because of this team and the culture that LifeVantage has created, I wake up to positive messages and encouragement, and I'm telling, like, literally today it made my day. Puts me in tears thinking about it, because nowadays, how many people out there are in negative situations or in not such a good environment where it's hard to be positive? Well, what you get with this is the culture and the team, and I think is the most valued part of this whole entire business. It's really about who you surround yourself with. They say you are the average of the 5 people that you hang around with. So, this is a time to really think about, who is it that you're hanging out with? Do they know where they're going, or are they just content? They're willing to settle, or they want more? Well, our team, we want more, and we know how to get there, and we're going to do it together. And also with this platinum pack, you get your Elite Academy ticket in there. And this is also where you see the bigger picture. Again, you will experience the culture, and you will see this on a much global, bigger scale. And you meet people from the CEO, from the corporate staff, and all the elites, and be inspired of people just like you making a difference in the whole world. So I'm going to close off with this. Woohoo! Love that clip. Very, very exciting time right now. Okay. Again, the timing part I think is just woo. So you have to really ask yourself, do you want to miss out on the growth? Because there's no doubt with the technology, and there's never been something like this that has that much validation, again, from over 26 universities saying that this is the future, this is the real deal. So I'm sure we didn't cover over everything. That was just a quick overview. So really ask away, get back with the person who brought you here. Don't be afraid to ask, because we know that this is real. If you have any concerns, we can help you with that. And evaluate. If you don't have all the time freedom right now, and the financial freedom and the health aspect where you're able to live a life where you're feeling, performing at your best and looking your best, if you don't have all those three things together, what are you doing in the next 2 to 6 years to achieve that? Really ask yourself that. This is the time for change. Again, we're in an entrepreneurial age time period in our lives right now. Wouldn't it make sense to position yourself in front of something monumental that's going to leave a legacy? And decide once you understand what you're truly looking at, once you decide, we work with you from day one. Okay. All right. And everything that we're doing is to build up to the convention that I mentioned earlier that you receive with your platinum pack. Here, this is where the belief is. Imagine experience a once in a lifetime opportunity and experience in a weekend and coming back just bulletproof, and you just know where you're going. And I think that's one of the most important parts. There's two people who experience something like this, or experiencing a webinar right now, is the belief. They either believe or they don't believe that they can do it. And from going to these events like this, it builds your belief so that when you share it, it's just authentic and genuine, and you're just passionate about where you're going. And that's how you're going to attract people with you. People want to follow people who know where they're going and they're passionate and see a vision for something better than how their life is right now. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for dreamers. We're looking for leadership. We invite you to not only make yourself better, but make our team better. And you will see that the personal growth is real and that it's possible. Okay, so I'm going to close this off. We will see you very soon. Check with the person who invited you here when is our next local meeting. You have to experience the culture. It's just unbelievable, and see the kinds of people that we're attracting. So have a good night. Thank you so much. Take care.